Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I have stone number 246. Now this piece comes from Black Opal Direct, and it was part of the third parcel that I purchased. And this stone is 23 by 13.2 by 7.8 millimeters. And it's a really strange shape. It's basically just common opal, or potch, if you want to call it that. However, upon really close inspection, there are little bars with some green in it and some blue. Camera's probably picking up the blue cast here. Let's weigh it up and see what we have. 9.1 carats. Not bad. Now you can see here on this surface, nice crack rolling through there. Doesn't look like it goes very far in. And then of course we have the sandy grit on the bottom. This piece is from Lightning Ridge, by the way. So what am I going to do? Well, I imagine I will probably cut, and maybe I'll cut it so it's kind of a trapezoid. Little parallelogram, if you will. Then I can cut that piece into something on its own. Maybe just a diamond. Or a drop, or we'll see. And then the rest, I think I'm just going to freeform it. Carve it up, make a nice, weird, funky shape. And then we'll see if anything special comes out of it. Let's get on with that, okay? Okay, everybody, I'm setting up here with the station to cut the opal, and what's kind of strange, and I'm not sure this will replicate. Well, there's some red here at the lower tip. Oh, there it is. I don't know what's going to happen. It's not going to be very healthy. Anyway, let's grab the good old Suva lapidary supplied trim saw. It is the 24M. It is 0.35 millimeters wide and 22.0 millimeters in diameter. It's not big, but it does the job. Make of that what you will. Get the water on. I try to position this so that the droplets are hitting the stone and the very leading edge of the trim saw. That looks pretty close. Remember the mask. All right, let's go. Well, this stuff cuts like butter compared to the sunstone. But to be fair, sunstone is harder. And voila! Down to that last little bit. Well, nothing special. Let's move on to the, I'll call it the 280 grit centered diamond burr. See you then. Alright everybody, I'm going to start out here with the 325 grit centered diamond burr. I can probably just pick off that little piece. Alright, let's get the water going. A little bit of red flash, I'm not sure that'll show up. But enough of that. Let's move on to the larger piece. Let's take a quick look at this. Alright, let's go with the 600 grit centered diamond burr. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, that looks pretty good so far. Here we are at the 280 grit Nova burr. Looks like it's coming along pretty good. Gonna switch the burr to the barrel burr and I'll be right back. All right, let's continue with the 280. I still have quite a few scratches from the 600 left in this one. All right, we're just gonna even up the back of the small stone with the 600 or the 280 grit Nova burr. So that should just take a minute. All right, maybe that was more like 2 minutes. Much better. Still a little bit off on that bottom edge, but I can get that at the 600. Gonna be a very thin stone. Little more 600. I think this might be good enough for this one on the 600. Let's go ahead and switch up on the small one to the side A, and we'll hit that a touch, and then we'll move to the 1200. All right, we're going to hit the top side of the small stone. All right, I think that's going to be good enough. Still get that little flash of red. Let's get a closer look at these, and we'll move on to the 1200 grit Nova burr. Welcome back to the 1200 grit. Now this shouldn't be too big of an issue time-wise, but that's still no excuse to hurry. Yeah, Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. Not bad. Let's do a little more on the girdle. All right, that one's good. Let's see how long it takes me to do this one. All right, let's take a quick break, have a close look, and we'll be right back. All right, let's start polishing this thing. And I went ahead and dopped up the bigger stone just because, well, they're slippery when they get polished. And I don't really want that thing flying everywhere. All right, that was the easy one. And I think that's probably going to be all right. Let's get a little quick look here. You can see there's some red flash. Glad we kept that. There's a little bit of green in there too, but you're probably not going to see it until we get to the close-up. Anyway, let's get on with piece number 2. This will take substantially longer, so I will edit this for time, because you probably don't want to watch this entire process, do you? Or maybe you do. I don't know. Hello. Okay, let's take a quick look at this. Hasn't been very long, but sometimes this stuff polishes pretty quickly, as the smaller piece did. Extremely quickly. Well, I'm probably going to be taking 15 or 20 minutes easily, and that's flipping this stone over and polishing the other side. But it's looking pretty good so far. So we're going to save you all of that time, and we'll cut to the chase. I'll see you at the finish line. Okay, let's recap. In the rough, stone 246 weighed 9.1 carats, was 23 by 13.2 by 7.8 millimeters in size. It came from Black Opal Direct. This stone is from Lightning Ridge, I think. And for the cost per stone, it was $2.81. Per carat, it was 73 cents.
Multiply that out, and this stone cost $6.64. After cutting, piece A weighed 8.15 carats, and piece B weighed 0.65 carats. Finished, piece A weighs 5.7 carats and is 20.6 by 9.8 by 6.3 millimeters in size. Piece B, well, it weighs 0.2 carats, is 4.3 by 3.8 by 1.5 millimeters. For the good, well, they're both opals, and they have actual color, not just white. They have nice shapes, and they both have a good polish. For the bad, I could have spent more time and effort smoothing out the surface of piece A. Piece B is very small, and neither really has much color. And for the ugly, well, there's nothing that I can think of. So why did I bother cutting this opal? Well, I paid good money for that rough. Honestly, each stone has its own challenges and its own rewards. This may not be the prettiest stone I've cut, but I really did learn something by cutting this, and I've perfected my skill set even more by doing so. So you really do need to cut each and every piece that you can, because you never know what's lurking underneath. And while this one didn't turn out, the next one will. What is the value of stone 246? Well, it cost me $6.64, so it's probably worth $6.64. But perhaps I will just use it in a future giveaway. And now their journey is complete. Thanks for watching. Until next time. You know, to me, this stone looks like an apostrophe. Or maybe it's a comma. Or maybe